Hello and welcome to this video on my channel. Today I'm going to explain how to use DBUtilities and its Verify add-on. This is the second version of my plugin DBVerifier, and it is now also available for Bucket, which is the biggest change now, but also a lot of other things have changed. That's why I'm making now a new tutorial on how to set it up correctly. I will also make a wiki. I started yesterday a little bit, but I did not have a lot of time doing it, so that's why I'm now making this tutorial, so you can watch it and follow the steps, and then we'll add the wiki later. If you have any questions, then you can check it there. Before I begin, if you have any questions, be sure to check out our Discord. It's linked on the Spygate website, and yes. Okay, so what is the first thing you want to do? So the first thing you want to do is go to spygatemc.org and then go to my plugin page. This is the old page, as you can see here. I have now updated it to 2.0.0. I will make here I will move all of this over to the new page. I did not make this yet. Probably will take me a few days. Yeah. Okay, so if you now click on here, updates, you can see here's 2.0, and then you can see page change, look out here. And if you then swap to here, you can see this is what it looks like currently. I'm, as said, still working on it. It will take a bit. Also this here, you can ignore this for now. So you can see here DBUtil strong Discord MC API. And you can see that it works on Bungee Cord, Spygate, Discord, and also Velocity. So to get started, click now on download now, and you will be thrown over to my GitHub page of DBUtilities. It's, by the way, completely open source. There's a huge API in the background you can use. If any developer is interested in API wiki, you can let me know, because if no one wants to use the API just out of me, I will not make a wiki for it, of course. Okay, so to download it, you only have to download this one jar. I know it's almost 12 megabytes big, but that's because it contains a lot of APIs, so the plugin doesn't have to download them, so they're always there. It, for example, contains the Discord API, a huge chat API for Minecraft, YAML, because this plugin is working on Bucket, Bungee Cord, and Velocity, and not all of those three APIs have the same API. So I then used other APIs for that. Yeah, now to get to SuperVerify, when you're on this page already, there's a link here where you can click on this. This is then the SuperVerify page, and there's only one version at the moment, and you can download this as well. Okay, so now you have two files, and we will now begin by opening your server path. So my server path does look something like this here. So I'm having now for this tutorial a little made myself a little bucket server here, and where you want to head over is into the plugins tab. I will now just delete those two files so that we have a completely fresh installation. I would also recommend you to have a permission system. That's pretty much obvious. I always recommend luck perms. It also works with Bungee Cords and all of that, and if you have another one, it could also work, but I'm always using luck perms, but the plugin also works with others. Okay, so now you're going back to here, and now drag and drop the DBUtil file into here. You don't want to do anything with the SuperVerify plugin yet. And now you first of all start the server, and we will just pay a little bit attention to the console and what it says. So because it's a bucket server, it will take a little bit longer to start up than, for example, the Bungee Cord or Velocity server, but that's no problem for now. We can just let it run and start the server and generate area, and there you can already see this all of the yellow stuff you can ignore. That's not from my plugin, that's I think from the world, but here you can already see what this now looks like. So it will begin by enabling DBUtilities, and you can see here it says now bucket because it has figured out was started by a bucket server, and you can see a lot of Discord things here. You can pretty much ignore them, and now the plugin will give you a little message underneath it what you should do. So you can see can start bot, please recheck your token in the config.yml, and that's what we're doing now. So you can now just pretty much stop your server, so you can type in stop, and you can see there's a little error when you type in stop. That's because the bot isn't started yet. Actually, I should probably fix this one time, but yeah, in the next version maybe then, when I release some bug fixes, because it's not like a huge bug. Okay, so if you now go into the plugin, so you can see there's on the DBUtil folder, and we have a few folders and files here. So we will start by taking a look into the addon.yml and config.yml, I'm sorry. And if you take a look in here, we can see a bunch of stuff. So for the beginning, we have the option to use a database and to not use a database. We can do both in this plugin. So I will just for now put this to false. You can put it to true and then just put in your database information in here. And also you can now set if you want to use SSL or if you don't want to use it. So now this is the bot token inside of this file here. And I will now show you how to get a bot token. So you will once again open up your browser and basically just Google for the Discord developer portal, and then you just click on basically the first link and you will come into a page that looks something like this, and then you want to click here on the left side on applications. So because I'm now with my second account on here, there's no application, so we'll exactly show how to do it. You will click on new application. Now you can call it whatever you want to call it. For example, this should now be just my verify bot, so I will just call it verify bot, and that's fine. So now we get a little overview here. You can see this is the app icon, so not the Discord profile picture, and we have a bunch of other stuff here that is not really important for this plugin. The important thing is I want to click on bot, and then you want to click on add bot, and then click on yes, do it. So now we're having, we create a Discord bot, and you can now also select an image here for the bot now, give it a username, it will then get a unique token, and you can also see this little token here. So this token here is a unique key to control this bot. So you click on copy, go into the file, and paste the token. Be sure to never ever give this token to anybody, because this bot has probably administrator on your server, and whoever has this token can do whatever he wants with the bot. So just be sure only you have it there, or your admin team or something like this. So now to get the bot onto your server, you want to go to the Authorization 2 tab, and then click here on the scope of a bot, scroll down and click on administrator, copy this link, paste it into your browser, and then you will get this good old bot site. And you can click on which server it should join, and then you can make the bot join the server. I am now not doing this for this tutorial. So now that we are here, I will explain a little bit the config, even it's pretty self-explanatory. So you can now see what type of activity the bot is doing. I'm not sure what competing is and all of that, but this is now from beginning it's watching DBUtil server. You can also do like playing or watching users verify, whatever you want to do. This is really important because you can see if the bot should use Discord IDs for roles. True, it will search roles with the IDs, and false, it will search roles with the names. I would always put this to true. It's a little bit more work, like 10 seconds, but it's worth it because you won't get weird errors. Okay, now the next thing is if the database connector will log to a file, can be useful for debugging. That's only if you put this to true, so you can ignore it if you put it to false. But you can put it to true, and then you will see what kind of database request the plugin will do. Then down here we have the option if the bot should listen to any channels. So for example, if you have a bot channel on your Discord, for example, like here I have like this test channel, and if I wanted the bot can only write inside of here, you can copy its ID with right clicking it and then pasting it inside of here. Then you can see if the bot should also remove messages from the owner, which would not give a result. Only effective when force clean channel is set to true. This is an option down here below. This means just if the owner of the Discord, if the bot should still remove messages from you if they are not bot related. So to this bot here. Then we have enable prefix commands. This will Discord commands using a prefix will be used. Example, help can be disabled when setting this to false. So the prefix exclamation mark help. And if Discord commands do not have a slash command executed, they're not accessible anymore. I will counter this later. This is morely important if you are a developer. But just leave this normally on true, because you can now also give permissions for the set commands. We will go over that later. Then you can see will delete all messages not resulting in a replay from the bot. To make this work, listen to channels may not be empty. So just set this to true if you want to have a clean channel. So every message which like isn't bot related will be deleted automatically. Then you can see, set auto delete Discord messages in seconds. And you can put a -1 for non-deletion. Then if the plugin will output debug process, that is really helpful for the verify process later, and also a bunch of other stuff. So I will just put this now for example to true, and then the version, just you should not change this, because this plugin has no automatically updating files. So when you're putting a new version, the config will automatically be updated, and the old version will be put in a backup folder, so that you can still copy and paste all of your old values, but they will be copy and pasted by the plugin. So just if something goes wrong, you have still the backup of the old file. And if you change something on the version here, it will just be weird. Then it says beta b5 is actually not the newest version on here, but that doesn't care for now. Okay, now we have the next file, which says comments.yml. If you go inside of here, you can now see there is nothing in here yet. So in here, all registered commands are listed. You can change the prefix needs to execute it, or change the alias you need. This is for now really not important, because there are no comments yet. Then it's also messages file, which literally only contains the prefix at the moment, and nothing else. That's because I did not really work on any other file. You can set whatever prefix you want in here, so you can like change this to this, and yeah, whatever you want to do. Then we have an errors folder where it will always log if there are any errors. And last but not least is the add-ons folder, in which you can now drag and drop your SuperVerify into, because this is an add-on for DBUtil, so don't plug it into your plugins folder, put it into the add-ons file. Okay, and now there's nothing more to do than just to start the server again. So we will just have a little look on what it will do now, but I said you can understand what we will be doing here. So let's start up. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So you can now see loading add-ons, and then enabled add-on SuperVerify 1.0.0, and then you can see SuperVerify is now loading its resources, and then it's loading the file config.yml. You can see no keys to update, messages.yml, add-on file groups.yml, and all of that stuff. Okay, and then you can now see that successfully started in its time, and now you can see that we get a little error message here. So you can see WebSocket connections was closed and cannot be recovered due to the identification issues, disallowed intents. So if you get this error, it's pretty easy to fix. You just head back over to the Discord developer portal. So let's go back to there. So just type in Discord developer portal, and then just basically you want to go to your bot you created, so here, and then you want to go to bot and turn on these two things. So just these two, and then you won't have the problem anymore when you restart this here. So for now, I will change the token inside of the config.yml to my actual own bot, and I will now put this, of course, off screen, because I don't want you to have the token here. And now I'm just going to paste it, save it, and now we can start the plugin again. So let's just close the server quickly and start the plugin. In the background, I will already start in Minecraft, so that we can get a little bit of in-game view. And whoop. Okay, so now let's take a look what it's doing. You can see there's also lag perm starting, and it will take a second. And there we go. And now you can see that my development bot on here is now online. Okay, and now you can see that it's loading some slash commands. So now let's begin by the new permission system we have. So therefore, I will now use a secondary Discord account in my browser, just that you have an imagination what it looks like. So from the beginning on, the server owner has of course automatically all permissions for all commands in this plugin. You can't just say, nope, he doesn't have any permissions. So if I'm now doing a slash here, you can now see there are a bunch of slash commands that I could use, but if I, for example, try to use slash info, I will get, okay, we'll get info because I think this command doesn't need any permission. But if I'm doing slash dbperms add and then author and then the permission test, or just test, I should not be eligible to do this. Yes, you can see you don't have permissions for this action. I think this just doesn't need any permission, this command here. Well, it was actually the wrong channel. I didn't want to send it inside of there. But yeah. By the way, slash commands will not be deleted. That's just because you can't delete them. Okay. Now let's begin with the next step, and that is to start up with our permission system. So I'm now going to my account where I'm the Discord owner, and this is now this here. And I have made a few groups here. So I made, for example, the group test admin, and I gave it my secondary account. And I can now say slash dbperms and then add, and then I want to add to the role test admin. And now we can check out what permissions there are. So for the SuperVerify plugin, there are, for example, the permissions for the verify and unlink and update command, and I want this group to have those. So I can now just say sv, this stands for superverify.cmd for command, and then verify. And now my you can now see add permission sv.command.verify to role test admin. And now you can also do slash this exact thing again. And now I also want to add the permission sv.cmd and then unlink. Okay, I accidentally typed in this with this little I actually do not know the English word for that, but yeah. So let me type it in again. So you can also remove permissions. I will show that in a second. So test admin, you don't have to do this. So sv.cmd.verify, verify, and then slash slash dbperms.testadmin here, and then the permission sv.command.unlink. So those are the three main commands you probably want to have. So yeah, you can also then do slash other dbperms command. So there's dbperms list, so we can now list all of the permissions from the test admin role, and then we can now see it has those three permissions. And oh yeah, I give him unlink 2 times, then of course it's not working. So now I can now say slash dbperms and then add again test admin, and then sv.cmd.update is the last command I wanted to have. Yes, okay. Then there's also a remove command. So I can now remove the permission from test admin, what was called sv.cmd.verify, like this. And now the permission is fully removed, and I can now do again slash dbperms list test admin, and now it got the correct roles. If you now want to do some role inheritance, that's also working. You can just do slash dbperms, and then that's also, by the way, a backup option. And then you can just do perms and then add inherit. And then you can now say role, and then the role, for example, test VIP I have. You can see this role will inherit from the other. So test VIP should now inherit from the role test admin. So the first role will inherit from this. So test admin. If you now click on this, You can now see role test VIP inherits now from test admin, and if we now check with /dbperms list test VIP, I think it's relatively clear now. We can now see inheriting from test admin. Okay, so that's pretty much all about the permission system. These are, by the way, now only permissions for Discord commands. So yeah, I'm actually not sure if this is the correct permission for the Discord command. If not, I'm really sorry. The permission is it is DV. Oh yeah, okay, then I'm sorry. This is the permission actually you need for it. But as said, I will add a permissions list soon after this video. So yeah, let's just add this now to test admin. Okay, so what this now means is that I can now go into here and use the command /verify on here with my in-game name to verify myself. So before we're doing this, we should check out the config from SuperVerify. So let's take a look into its config here. So we can now see we have first of all the verify command in-game. It's now /discord. So if I'm in-game and typing /discord, you can see verify, accept, and decline. Those are the two options we have. There is also, by the way, update and unlink. It's just not listed there. And then we're having if the plugin should sync usernames between the platform. We have now put this to true. This will always just sync the Minecraft username to the Discord, because you can't really change Minecraft usernames. Then we have here the option prioritize Discord roles, and this means this will set if the plugin will shift roles from Discord to Minecraft or the other way around. True means we will shift our Discord roles over to Minecraft groups, and false means we will shift our Minecraft groups over to Discord. And we will just do this for now. Then the URL to your Discord will be sent on player join. You can put in here URL. And then if the plugin should update users every time they join the MC server, true, the roles and groups will be updated every time for join. False if not. I would let this not to true, because the algorithm has improved a lot. So it will now actually only add and remove roles and groups if it has to. Then this part is important for setting and removing MC groups. So when this is set to true, you need to put in a command to set groups and a command to remove groups. So for example, luck perms, this would be, you can now see these are all debug messages here. You can, for luck perms, it would be LP and then user, or let me type it inside of here. You can see name for the in-game username and role for the role. So you can use LP, user, and then percent name percent, and then parent add percent role percent. And the same goes now for the remove command. Just instead of using add, I can here use remove. Okay, then we're having the verify time, which is in unit seconds, which are 20 seconds. So after 20 seconds, the inquiry will time out, and it should not be longer than 3 minutes, because this could cause errors. Then we're having the ignore reward state. This means if the plugin should ignore if the player was rewarded once. And then we're having the verify role, so role to give as soon as the Discord account gets verified, and then role to assign as a new member joins the Discord. So you can put in here role names or IDs. This is behaving on the what you set in the DBUtil's config file. So I'm now okay with this. I don't need the verify role, I don't need the assign role, and we can go now to the next step, which is now actually setting up our groups in the groups.yml. The cool thing is you do not have to restart your server now, because you can just reload the files and it will work fine. So if we start by groups, you can now see we have now to make our groups, we want to synchronize between those. So I want now to synchronize the group admin. Importantly, this order here of groups should be exactly in your priority of groups. This is for Minecraft important. On Discord, it will just get the priority on your Discord server from the row. So I want now to shift over the group admin. Then I want to shift over the group VIP. And for a dynamic group, I want to shift over the group friend. So we can now just save this file here, close it, and now go in game. And first of all, do in /sv reload. This means now all files have been reloaded. and then we can now do /group and then generate. Now you can see the groups have been generated. Now if we do /group reload and then /group list, we can now see all of the groups we just created and the generated values for that. So if we now going back into the groups.yml file, we can now see that we have a bunch of more stuff in here. So first of all is the group MC, and that is what the group admin is called on your Minecraft server. So in my case, if I'm looking out for /lp and then group I think list or so, I can see here I've admin friend god like in VIP. So in my case, the group admin should be called admin. Now the role ID is the ID on your Discord. In my case, admin should just get the test admin, so I can copy the ID and paste it inside of here. Then my in-game permissions I need to acquire this group should be now perm.admin. Then the nickname, this is when the group is synced over to your Discord server. This will then be, when the username is synced over to Discord server, is now admin. And then %player%, and then we have the dynamic group option. So this means now if a user can acquire this group even though he has another group. Because the problem is, on Minecraft, if a user has the group admin, he will probably also have the permissions for VIP. So to prevent this, every user can only get one group if the group is not dynamic. So that's why the priority is important. We will first of all check if the user has the admin group. If yes, the user will acquire the admin group, then the plugin will remember he has the admin group and then will not get the VIP and the friends group because they're also non-dynamic groups. If you but then set this to true, they will still receive the group if they have the permission. So that's why I'm putting my friends group to true. Okay, so that's now pretty much all about the groups.yml file. Then you have messages.yml. That's pretty obvious. That's just all of the messages you can change. I think it contains actually every message you can get. And I did not make this for DBUtilities because normal users should not use the features of DBUtilities. That's just admin stuff. Now if you check the last important file, which is reward commands, you can put in here commands that will be executed on the server. So for Bungee Code, it means it will be executed on the Bungee Code proxy. And you can, for example, make here say verified, and you can also use the placeholder %name % in here, and then say unlinked. Okay, let's save this now. Go back in game and now reload the groups file. If you now list also all the groups, you can see the admin group has been set. I forgot to actually set my to actually get my test VIP group here. So let's copy the ID as well and paste it. And then we can give myself the group test friend, copy the ID and paste it as well and save it. Then just reload the group files, list it again, check if it worked, and as you can see it works as intended. If you do not know what commands to use, you can use the command /DBUhelp, and then you can see what commands there are. There's also the command /addons, and with that you can see we only have the addon SuperVerify, and you can do /addon SuperVerify, and then you can get information by for the plugin. Okay. There's also the /bot command, by the way, you can reload and get info when it was started and all of that stuff. Okay, now when we've done all of this, we can now verify ourselves. This is pretty easy. I will not use my own account because owner accounts won't receive any groups or name changes. So for this here, I will just do now verify static red, so my Minecraft name. Hit enter. Now we can see an inquiry was successfully sent. I can now go in game, see this little message here, click on accept, and you can now see you are now verified, your groups were synchronized. So if I'm now checking out my groups, I do not have any groups. And if I'm now going to the console, I can see a bunch of stuff in the console. And I will show you in a second now what it is. So we had the group test admin, test VIP, and test friend. And because I think I do not have any use roles on here. I think, I'm not sure actually. Okay, I have the role admin, but I think it still got removed. You can see checking if user has permission for role, and then it says false removing group. So it's saying here now current role test admin, checking if the role is registered, true. Getting group for role test admin, and then getting ID, returning group admin, group found for role admin. You can basically ignore always these two, and then checking if the user has in-game permission for role. So as it seems like we do not have the permission for the admin role, which is in our case perm.admin, and I am pretty sure that actually that this group actually has this permission. Yes, as you can see, we have the permissions perm.admin. If you have a case like this, it could be that it has not been loaded correctly from the file. So what you want to do in this case is disconnect and then basically just stop the Minecraft server and restart it once. Okay, so another common issue is that you get a role ID may not be empty error in the console. If you're getting this just means you forgot to surround your role like I did. So if you look here, I surrounded my role with this little, I actually forgot the English name, I'm so sorry. Oh, wrong file. I actually surrounded the role with this little marks here, and then it can be read as a string. So don't forget to do this. Okay, so now let's reconnect to the server, and now our groups would have been automatically updated to the Discord server, and you can now see we got the admin tag here, and we got the group test friend. So if you're now checking over here, you can now see a lot of things, and this is now seeing here current group admin. And you can see checking if member has role, false, adding role. I think that the bot actually gave me the role. If you just scroll down, you can see role added test admin, but it's not showing the role in here. I think that just Discord is again a little bit broken because it added the role here, but it did not, as you can see, a role added, but it did not work as intended. But yeah, now it works. So that's just random Discord problems. And you can, by the way, also see it in the audit log that the bot has added the role, I think, yes, here. Okay, really weird, but that's okay for now. So now you can see that we got the friend group because it's dynamic. And that's the way how this dynamic thing works. So if now our in-game groups are being updated, so we are now doing LP users static red and then parents set, for example, now the VIP group. I think I have now, yes, no permissions anymore for this, and I have now only the permission for the VIP group. So if I'm now either doing /Discord update or reconnecting, oh yeah, you can see I don't have permissions for this command. So let's just rejoin now so that my roles are getting updated. You can now basically just see here what we have permissions for and whatnot. So on the Discord, you can now see we only have the role test VIP because the VIP role does not have the permission for the friend role. And you can see here current role test friend, checking if role is registered true, and you can see here checking if user has in-game permission for role and then false removing group. And now you can see here that the only group that we are having in-game is the VIP group, and that's why we're getting it. Okay, so that was pretty much all about this plugin. I'm not actually now sure, so you can, if you have the permissions, so let me put me quick into the admin group back again, so that I have permissions for all of these commands. If I'm now doing /Discord unlink, if we now remove all verified groups from me and also my username here. So here, as you can see, oh, it literally just said here, role remove testing. I'm actually not sure why this sometimes does not work, but it is is so weird with Discord. So it says raw remove is also in the audit log, but yeah, it works. You just should not have it open at the same time, because then Discord is weird. Okay, so now you can see we got the message unlinked. That's from our reward system. And if I'm now going to verify myself back, oh yeah, and by the way, you can not only do /verify, you can also do this with, if you have the command prefix turned on, you can also use exclamation mark verify, and then my in-game name. This will work pretty much in the same way, but I don't have permission for this because I don't have the test admin group anymore. Let's give myself the test admin group again. So I can do /verify static red. And now I got an inquiry. I can now hit accept. And now my groups are getting synchronized again. So yeah, you can see I've got the test trend group again. So this is pretty much all about the plugin you need to know. If you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord server. I will be now working on a new plugin page and the wiki. So I wish you have a nice day, and we will see us then in the next big update video.